from the WYLN studios in Hazleton, Pennsylvania. WYLN Evening Edition at 5:30 starts right now.
Good evening. It's Monday, September 7th, 2015. I'm Ann Gownley. 2 people were flown to an area hospital after an ATV crashed this afternoon in Hazleton. It happened around 12:30 just off the Arthur Gardner Beltway on a dirt access road. Hazleton fire crews along with APTS and Hazleton police all responded to this crash.
When crews arrived, we were met by 2 individuals on ATVs who stated that the accident actually occurred back on the pole line that's actually just south of Powell Drive, runs back the pole line. We immediately the one representative for the land was on the scene. They opened the gate for us. We were able to drive right back to the location. Fire department crews, we packaged 2 patients with the assist of some UTVs that were back there and also our utility vehicle. And along with APTS, got the patients out of the woods, and they are both being transported to Lehigh Valley Hazleton, where they're both being flown to a trauma care center at this time.
Leshko said the police will be looking into whether or not the ATVs were trespassing.
It's going to be a police matter. The police are investigating that issue about the property. This is probably the first time we've been up here this year for any incident. But again, if it's private property and you don't have the permission to be on that property, I would say, stay out of that property. Especially, you're putting a lot of people's lives in danger. Not only the dangers of the individuals out riding, having a good time. I understand people want to go on their ATVs and UTVs and have a good time. You just want them to more or less, use care, use caution, but also the rescuers that have to come out and do the job. They get, when you injure yourself or God forbid an accident happens, you have to get out of the woods. It's taking time, resources, and that, it's our job. We want to be there to protect you and serve you and get you out of the woods in a precious time to get you treatment and care. But also we got to make sure you're following the rules of the land and that you're definitely, abiding by the rules if there are, rules posted in the area and all that stuff. And like I said, as a police matter, they'll be investigating that issue if there's any trespassing of sorts going on.
Both patients were flown to Lehigh Valley Hospital Cedar Crest near Allentown. No word on their conditions tonight. A garage in Whitehaven was destroyed by fire this morning. Crews responded to the fire at the garage at 100 Route 437 around 9:45 this morning. Whitehaven, Denison, and Foster Township fire companies responded. Route 437 was temporarily closed by firefighters during the fire. No word on what started the garage fire in Whitehaven. State police fire marshals were called in to investigate. A man who wandered off from friends in Denison Township Saturday night was found dead Sunday morning. Whitehaven Police Chief Tom Zook said 36-year-old Richard Folman of Wayne was out with friends at a pleasure dome on Ice Lake Road Saturday night. Around 1 a.m. Sunday, he wandered away. Friends looked for him through much of the overnight but couldn't find him. Later, someone told him to check behind the creek behind the business, and that's where he was found. Police say it looks like he fell into the creek and drowned. The creek is only about 2 feet deep and is at the bottom of a steep embankment. He was pronounced dead at the scene. Hazleton police are investigating a home invasion on Sunday. It happened around 5 a.m. somewhere between 5th and 10th Streets on Hayes. City police say 2 men tried breaking into the home through the back door. They did get in. One of them pulled a knife on a woman in the home, but the 2 men took off. Police did not release a description of the assailants. Hazleton police were kept very busy on Saturday. About 7:30 Saturday night, there was an armed robbery at Edwin's Buy and Sell at 15th and Vine Streets. City police say 2 Hispanic men in their early 20s entered the store armed with handguns. They demanded money and stole the merchandise. They fled the scene in a dark-colored car, but the investigation hit a snag when the owner of the store refused to cooperate with police. Police were unable to collect evidence or process the scene because of the owner's demeanor. And earlier on Saturday between 2 and 3 a.m., someone shot up a house in the 600 block of West 6th Street between James and P Streets. The house sustained several bullet holes. There were no reports of injuries. And about 2:10 Saturday morning, a 17-year-old male was jumped by a group of 4 or 5 black males as he was walking down the street. They assaulted him and robbed him. Hazleton police are investigating a reporting wild scene on Spruce Street near Locust Sunday morning. Witnesses say that about 2 a.m., a dark-colored sedan and a dark-colored pickup truck drove through at a high rate of speed, firing guns at each other. There were no reports of injuries or of any property damage, but police found numerous shell casings on the road. Anyone with information should contact Hazleton police. Police say the teenager who stole an ambulance in Nanticoke early Friday afternoon wasn't simply out for a joyride. They charged 17-year-old Destiny Noella McNeil as an adult with a list of counts. Police say she attacked Timothy Yatsko with a brick on East State Street in Nanticoke around 4 p.m. Yatsko said he had no idea who she was. After hitting him, she jumped into a Spellman ambulance that was parked on East State Street while paramedics were rendering emergency services to a resident. She hit two parked cars on State Street, got onto the South Cross Valley and then Interstate 81 North. She got off at the Blackman Street exit while being pursued by both Nanticoke and Wilkes-Barre Township Police. On Business Route 309, she hit a Township Police cruiser, turned right at Northampton Street, eventually making it to Giants Despair Road in Laurel Run. Township Police cut her off and she spun out off the road and was apprehended. She was charged as an adult with over a dozen counts, including driving without a license, criminal trespass, and others. She was arraigned before District Judge Donald Whitaker and placed in the county prison for $150,000 bail. Labor Day weekend is synonymous with family gatherings and travel. And while you're gathering up the family for that road trip, family and friends, you can make a pit stop along the way at some area rest stops for some coffee and snacks. Today, WYLN stopped by a rest stop on Interstate 81 North, just past the Dorrance exit. And if you're traveling on the interstate, you were able to take a break. Volunteers at area rest stops will be handing out free food and coffee. Boy Scouts and Scout leaders from Troop 60 and Mountaintop were gathered today at the rest stop, greeting travelers and offering food and drinks.
It's great for the boys. It's great for the Boy Scouts to meet with a lot of the travelers because they talk about their own stories when they were Boy Scouts 50, 60, 70 years ago, or they were an Eagle Scout, or all their children are Eagle Scouts. So it's great communication, conversation between the Boy Scouts and a lot of the public. And the funds go for our camping supplies if we need new camp stoves or Dutch ovens or coolers, any kind of camp supplies. It helps the troop out in paying for that because we do a lot of camping trips throughout the year, or anything else that the troop might need.
Perfect, huh? A Boy Scout was happy to help out and raise money for his troop.
It feels great to help out the community and help other people and have hot dogs and popcorn and sweet drinks and have people just donate and to have other things to do while you have, stores that cost a lot of money when you just have these donation stations.
Kevin Weaver from Hanover near Gettysburg, Pennsylvania, was driving his son to college this morning in New York. He says the safety brakes are a great way to relax during the long trip.
Well, I think it keeps people safe. It gives them a little stop, a little refreshment, charge you back up a little bit for the travels, especially me because I'm taking them up. It's like 4 or 5 hours one way and another 5 hours back. So it's really nice just to get a little break like this.
The next safety break scheduled in our area will be during the Thanksgiving holiday. Well, today marks 5 days until Fun Fest hits downtown Hazleton. Fun Fest, the area's largest street fair, is set to kick off September 12th and 13th on Broad Street. The annual Fun Fest parade will take place on September 13th. And once again, WYLN is proud to be the official television station of the Fun Fest parade. Again, it's just 5 days away, so make sure to mark those calendars. Time now for a first look at our forecast. It certainly was a beautiful Labor Day weekend, and today the sun continued to shine down in northeastern Pennsylvania. Hopefully, as we begin our work week, the sunshine will continue. Chief Meteorologist Joe Garbacik is in the Weather Center with the details. Joe?
Definitely was very warm across our area today. We're going to continue to deal with this weather as we head into tomorrow. Nothing to show you. No relief from any of this heat. It continues to be dry across our neck of the woods. We have not seen any precipitation. I don't think we'll see any as we head through this evening, but a lot of hot air throughout much of the nation. In fact, it's even in our region, and we'll continue to see this very warm weather, 80s to lower 90s today. Tomorrow, it's going to be pretty much the same. 84 now in New Angola, 90 in Berwick, 92 in Bloomsburg, and 92 degrees in Danville. I'll talk about what we will be expecting over the next couple of days, including a cool down, so stick around. Ann?
Thanks, Joe. Coming up next, a look at a special night in the Freeland area to honor loved ones who have passed before us. Plus, details on a Lupus Foundation support group taking place this week in our area. That and much more is headed your way only on WYLN News. Stay tuned.
You're watching WYLN News with Ann Gownley, Gary Perna, Julie Stefanovich, Paula Degnan, Chief Videographer Mike Lula, weather with meteorologist Joe Garbacik, sports with Eric DeBerardinis and Gabriella Justin.
The Brass Buckle in Cunningham features a wide variety of Tex-Mex and modern Mexican food. Dine inside or outside on their beautiful patio. They also offer a private banquet room with seating up to 110 people. The Brass Buckle, 334 Main Street in Cunningham. Call 570-788-4145.
Hazel Drugs does more than fill prescriptions. They know your needs and have been serving the Hazleton area since 1868. That's over 147 years. They accept all prescription insurances, offer convenient parking, drive-through service, and free prescription delivery. They carry the highest quality vitamins and supplements with a certified clinical nutritionist on staff to answer your questions. They can customize your prescriptions, specializing in natural hormones, children's compounding, and animal medications. Hazel Drugs, America's oldest compounding pharmacy and Hazleton's oldest business. Let their family take care of your family.
Did you know that suicide rates are on the rise in Luzerne and Wyoming counties? Did you know that over 100 Americans commit suicide every day? And did you know that you can help prevent suicide? I'm Jeffrey Waugh, and I'm here to tell you there is help. If you or someone you know is depressed, dial 800-273-TALK or the emergency helpline at 211. For more information and suicide prevention tips, visit any of these websites. Together, we can save lives.
At Whitetail Preserve, they pride themselves with giving their guests 5-star service. They are now open for lunch 6 days a week and offer limited delivery service for lunch to businesses in Cunningham, Valmont, and Humboldt Industrial Park. Call them at 570-384-2314.
It's called Light Up the Night, and it will be held on October 24th at the Dela Croce Memorial Field. WYLN's Gary Perna has all the details.
Former Freeland Mayor Tammy Martin will host a Light Up the Night event to remember loved ones that passed away.
It's in conjunction with the dinner dance that I do every year. All the money raised, along with the money from the dinner dance, is going to be donated to local cancer patients.
Martin said the idea came to her one night while sitting outside on her deck.
I guess somebody in our neighborhood was having a picnic or something, and we looked up and we saw the lanterns. They set off lanterns, and I was like, oh, they're really pretty. And the more I sat there, I thought, hey, that's a great fundraising event. You know, if you can get them very inexpensive, you can, keep the price down on it to get more people involved. And, it just took off from there.
Martin said some people were concerned about using the lanterns, but according to her, they are 100% biodegradable.
A lot of them do use the wire in them, and that was one of the big concerns. The ones that we're getting don't have the wire in them. They have a real thick string, so that will burn up eventually. So we're not hurting the environment in any way. I already got in contact with the fire department. They're going to be on hand for the night in case we need any help, or if, God forbid, something should go wrong, as well as the ambulance. They're going to come down and just make sure everybody stays safe.
Martin said if you would like one, you can call the numbers on your screen or contact them through their Facebook page.
Well, we're trying to get a good count. We will have them available up until that day. I will make sure I order more for those people who at the last minute said, I'd like to go do that. If you want to get them and you want them ahead of time, when I looked into getting them, of course, everybody, you go online to see what the pricing is on them. I did a little research on it, and it's a Chinese theory that if you light one of those lanterns and you write a message on it to a past loved one, when you light that, it goes up to heaven and they get your message. So I do have a lot of people who want to write messages on them. I'm going to get them. I'm going to get them in early enough that I will contact the people that wanted them early. They can come and pick them up. They can write whatever they want on them, and they can, bring them with them that night. Or if they're not able to attend the event, I will have volunteers on hand that will light them for them. So you don't have to be there that night, just to get involved.
The event will take place at Dela Croce Memorial Field where the Freeland Whippets play. The cost for a lantern is $5, and Martin said they would like to start the program at about 7 p.m. on the 24th. The Whippets will be selling light refreshments the evening of the event. Again, the Light Up the Night event will take place on Saturday, October 24th at 7 p.m.
Thank you, Gary. Coming up next, Chief Meteorologist Joe Garbacik is back with a full look at our forecast, plus details on a Lupus Foundation support group taking place this week in our area. Stay tuned. More news is headed your way only on WYLN.
S.J. Kowalski is your Mitsubishi Diamond contractor. They can install a Mitsubishi electric, Mr. Slim ductless heating and cooling system. Mr. Slim systems are designed to make any living space in your home inviting. You can have a different temperature control for every room in your home. The money-saving technology can save you 25 to 50% on your heating bill. For Mitsubishi, Rinnai, and trained comfort specialists, call S.J. Kowalski at 570-455-2600. Greater Hazelton's end of summer celebration. The annual homecoming is almost here. Mohican Sun at Pocono Downs presents Fun Fest in Center City, Hazelton, September 12th and 13th, with great ethnic and festival food and free entertainment. Always a crowd favorite is the fantastic Fun Fest Parade. New this year is a corporate float competition. Admission is free, parking is free. For more details, call the Greater Hazelton Chamber of Commerce or go to funfestpa.org. Fun Fest is made possible by these sponsors.
Introducing CrossFit Drums at Cloud9 Personal Training and Fitness, the Greater Hazelton area's first and only CrossFit affiliate. We still offer our traditional monthly gym memberships and one-on-one personal training, but have expanded to also offer CrossFit classes taught by multiple Level 1 CrossFit certified trainers. We are open 7 days a week, 365 days a year to help you achieve your fitness goals. CrossFit Drums at Cloud9 Personal Training and Fitness, now open and ready to get you in the shape of your life.
Boy, walking outside, you can just feel the humidity that's in the air. Add to that those very warm temperatures. Tomorrow's going to be another hot one and very humid across all of our viewing area. And for the most part, we have clear to mostly clear skies overhead. Don't have any rain to talk about to give us some relief to this heat, at least today. Maybe tomorrow a shower or storm. We'll talk more about that in a little bit. But on to the graphic for today, and a nice summer-like day across northeastern and central Pennsylvania. It continues to be summer officially, even though we're in Labor Day. And Labor Day marks the unofficial end of 2-hour summer. We can take a look at the graphic, and you'll be able to see for yourself that, in fact, yes, unusually warm this time of year. Temperatures above where we should be for this time of year. And again, with the humidity, it's actually feeling several degrees hotter than what the actual air temperature indicates. Nothing to show you live 35 Skycast Doppler. We continue to remain dry. We're in the mid to upper 80s, but it's feeling like temperatures are in the 90s. 90 now, Wilkes-Barre Scranton International Airport, 91 in Williamsport, 90 degrees in Allentown, 90 in Philadelphia, 88 in not so Happy Valley. All right, up in the Wyoming Valley area, temperatures still remaining in the mid to upper 80s to near 90 degrees. Satellite, radar, you won't find anything across our area. It continues to remain very nice and staying dry. Now we may have to deal with a shower or thunderstorm as we progress through tomorrow. Many areas may get through the day without seeing anything. And then as we go into our Wednesday, that's when changes are going to start to occur. We're going to see some showers and thunderstorms overspread our area. And once they do, it's going to drag in the front, and that's going to end this heat and humidity. We stay very muggy and mild through tonight. A hot one tomorrow, 80s to lower 90s. Staying very warm and muggy for tomorrow night, only dropping down into the 60s and lower 70s. So very hot, very humid. As we head into tomorrow, it's going to feel more July-like across our area. And at times, it's going to be feeling like temperatures are well in the 90s. So again, if you're doing anything outdoors tomorrow, take a lot of breaks. Keep yourself well hydrated. And this front comes through as we progress through the week, and that's going to bring in some cooler temperatures and end the heat and humidity. Extended forecast looking like this. We stay hot and humid as we head into tomorrow, and still fairly warm as going to our Wednesday, a shower or storm, and then a lot of showers and storms come through with Thursday, that being a front coming through, and that's going to cool things down for the rest of this week and going into the weekend, and much cooler, upper 60s and lower 70s. Our daytime Pennsylvania lottery numbers, a pick 226, a pick 3756, and a pick 41140. The Pick 5 number is 27000 and the Treasure Hunt number is 215, 16, 25, and 30. Stick around. We'll continue to have more for you coming up after these commercial messages.
All Care Home Care, providing quality in home care since 1986. Call and see how their team of licensed physical therapists, skilled nurses, speech, and occupational therapists can provide you with exceptional service in the comfort of your own home. They also offer dietitian, home health aide, and medical social worker services. You have a choice in your health care. For safe, friendly, qualified care, call All Care Home Care today and let their team begin taking care of you and your loved ones.
Minutes away. That's right, you're just minutes away from a great deal on a new car, truck, or SUV from Barber Ford. Two great locations, Exeter and Hazleton. The best deals on America's #1 brand are just 19 minutes from Scranton, 15 minutes from Wilkes-Barre, 12 minutes from Old Forge, 18 minutes from Mountaintop, and 28 minutes from Berwick. Barber Ford in Exeter and Barber Ford in Hazleton. Start your new car search today at barberautogroup.com, where nobody sells for less.
WYLN TV 35 has strong ties to the community, as evident in its commitment to important causes like the American Cancer Society and Helping Hand Society telethons. WYLN's commitment to northeastern Pennsylvania continues with a broadcast of Hazleton's Funfest Parade and both the Christmas and St. Patrick's Day parades in Wilkes-Barre. In the summer, we broadcast the Weatherly and Giants of Spare Hillclimbs, and throughout the year, we provide important community services through the broadcast of town meetings, school board meetings, election night coverage, and other events. WYLN, we're your local network.
This morning, WYLN spoke with a local representative from the Lupus Foundation about an upcoming support group meeting. WYLN's Julie Stefanovich has the story. Lupus is an autoimmune disease that attacks organs, skin, and joints. Thousands of people live with the disease, including people in our area. Cindy Donlin talks about the importance of having the support group right here.
Because when you have support, you know more about your condition, you can fight it better and get the kind of treatments that you need. You need to advocate for yourself and ask the right questions so that you get the right help. There's a lot of good doctors out there. You just got to find them, and we'll help you get there. And it's all about support and getting education out to the public, because the more you know, the more help you can get. That's what it's all about.
A meeting is scheduled for 7 p.m. tomorrow at the Bowl Arena in West Hazleton, and it's free of charge, and cardiologists from the Wellness Center will be speaking about issues concerning the heart and lupus.
7 o'clock at the Bowl Arena, the topic is your heart. And I know a lot of people in this town have these issues, and they're welcome to come out and ask questions and get information. Again, 570-956-0072. I'm open to any questions anybody has, and I'm willing to come in and talk about any topics related to autoimmune diseases to any of the organizations in the area.
Once again, anyone who would like more information can contact Cindy Donlin at 570-956-0072. Coming up next, Gabriella Justin is in for Eric DeBerardinis with sports here on WYLN. Plus, Chief Meteorologist Joe Garbacik will have one final look at our forecast. Stay tuned.
Hi, my name is Elaine, and I'm so excited to have you meet one of our wire guys, Zach.
Yeah, I want to get there fast, give you a nice, clean, quality job you're going to be happy with. You know, having a family of my own, someone was working in my house. I want it to be safe. I want it to be right. That's what I want to do for you.
So whether it's just adding a receptacle to a complete whole house rewiring,
We're your guys.
give the wire guys a call.
And if we're late, you get paid.
The Wire Guys! For over 25 years, Whitetail Preserve Shooting Range, 118 Boulevard Road, Bloomsburg, has provided professionally designed skeet, trap, and sporting clay fields. All stations are handicap accessible, with resident NRA certified shooting instructors on site. There are packages available to fit anyone's budget. Restaurant and catering on site. Our facility is also available for weddings, business meetings, bachelor and private parties. Call 570-384-2314.
Welcome to WYLN Sports. I'm Gabriella Justin. Friday Night Lights has finally returned to Northeastern PA. Here are your local highlights from the other night. Tamako Blue Raiders hosting North Schuylkill. Sophomore quarterback Thad Zuber with a pass intended for Dylan Dannenfeiser gets picked off by the Spartans. Spartans running back Major Jordan pushes through the Blue Raiders defensive wall in the red zone, breaking in for a touchdown. Tamaq was Zuber with a handoff to Bud Moyer. Moyer gets stopped by a swarm of Spartans. Moyer would eventually break loose for an exciting touchdown. Despite this effort, Tamaq would fall to North Schuylkill 20-14. Speaking of swarms, Jim Thorpe hosting Minersville, the Olympians living up to its moniker, the Red Swarm. The battle in Miners majorly struggling to earn some yardage, until finally senior running back Aaron Griffiths breaks loose, gaining about 10 yards on that run. Eventually, Minersville breaks into the end zone for their first and only touchdown of the night. The Olympians with their first conference victory, 42-8. Next, we head out to Lehighton, where the Indians hosted Monomoy area's Golden Bears. The Indians' Wyatt Clemens scoring early on for Lehighton with this rushing touchdown. Again and again, it's Clemens gaining yardage for the Indians. Clemens, one of the game's leading rushers and a major reason the Golden Bears would fall to the Indians 40-6. Here we have Tyler Cann. He connects with Eric Skrinkowski, the 200-pound tight end continuing to make moves even after getting hit. At Crispin Field, the Dogs hosting the Comets. Crestwood started strong, returning the opening kick for a touchdown, but with Mike Force at QB, he makes his way into the end zone, tying it up at 7. Jared Marshman getting some playing time at quarterback for Berwick as well. He finds Harrison Kuchka all the way down at the 1. With under 1 minute to go in the half, Force is picked off by Lance Blass. Berwick would come out of the half with a vengeance. Evan Klinger with the interception here. Coach Curry and the Dogs' first win of the season, 34-14. And of course, on Friday night, WILN was live from Wilkes-Barre Memorial Stadium, where Coughlin hosted Hazleton. The Crusaders would have the first touchdown of the night, quarterback Jacob Soler running this one in on his own for an 85-yard touchdown. That luck, however, would soon run out as Adrian Otero with a huge interception. Otero running it in for the Cougars' first touchdown of the night. The Cougars later on offense, it's senior Eddie Beelan with a touchdown reception. And later the Crusaders looking for Michael Brown in the end zone, but instead it's Otero once again with his second interception of the night. Coughlin would put up a fight. Sophomore running back Jake Cole with this rushing touchdown. However, the Crusaders would fall just short in a 22-20 loss against the Hazleton Cougars.
Center field.
Stay tuned. Coming up next, Joe Garbacik is in with one final look at our forecast.
Penn State is right here in the Hazleton area.
We're top ranked by corporate recruiters.
We have 4-year degrees, so you can finish here or at another Penn State campus.
There's new scholarship money available.
And there's no application fee when you visit here.
Penn State Hazleton.
Download your application fee waiver at psu.edu/visit Hazleton.
Hey neighbor, looking for a safe, reliable pre-owned vehicle at a great price? Now open Burger Advantage Pre-Owned, Route 93 near the Laurel Mall in Hazel Township. Over 150 local trades from our new 3 new car dealerships. 100-point inspection, free vehicle history report, 3-day money-back guarantee, lifetime PA state inspection, 5 years of oil changes, lifetime tire rotation. Plus, we'll make your first 2 payments up to $1,000 total. Burger Advantage Pre-Owned, just off exit 145 off I-81 near the Laurel Mall in Hazel Township.
Burger family dealerships, drive with experience.
Well, we got the heat, we got the humidity across all of our area. It's not going anywhere anytime soon. It's going to stick around even as we head into tomorrow. Again, no relief from the heat today in terms of any showers or storms. Tomorrow could be a little bit different. May have to deal with a shower or thunderstorm, but very impressive numbers across our area. 80s and 90s tomorrow. Same thing. In fact, at times it's going to make it feel like it's in the mid to upper 90s. And then some cooler air comes into play by the middle part of the week. Here's a look at the extended forecast and what we can expect over the next couple of days. Hot and humid for tomorrow. We'll be lucky if we have a shower or storm around. And then it's Wednesday, another chance of a shower or storm. The best chance of seeing anything won't get here till maybe about Thursday. Wednesday going into Thursday, a front comes through. That, of course, will cool things down with temperatures generally only in the 70s. But until then, try to beat the summer's heat. Stay cool, keep yourself well hydrated. Seek shade, air conditioning. Take it easy.
Yeah, over the past few days we've hit 90 almost every single day.
It's been hot.
So it's been a hot one, and I know the game on Friday That was a warm evening, of course.
And it was so exciting, though. Coach Brennan was very excited to get out there and get the first win under the belt.
Amazing win, so congratulations to them and all the teams that won and all the ones that played on Friday. But Eric said to live it up now because October will come and God knows where that heat will go.
Oh, boy.
Have a good night, everyone.